Win big with new DRF All Access Past Performances. With one best-in-class product, you now get all 3 past performance formats. Go to DRF.com and use coupon code 1FREEPP for a free single card today.
Hi everybody, Dan Illman, Mike Beer, and the sun is setting in San Diego. We are at beautiful Del Mar Racetrack. The post position draw has been completed for all of the Breeders' Cup World Thoroughbred Championship races on Friday and Saturday, and we're going to take a closer look at the post position draw for this year's Breeders' Cup Classic. Let's take a look at the field right now, and it's a full field of 14, Mike. Let's start things off with City of Troy. The biggest question mark in the race, some might say the biggest talent in the race. Post position 3 for the Aidan O'Brien trainee, trying dirt for the first time. We know he has speed. He's got to get out of there or else he's going to get kickback.
Yeah, first things first, he's going to have to get out of the gate very alertly here. Being inside, I'm not sure it's a great post position for him, Dan, because if horses are able to cross over on him and kick some dirt in his face, it could be a real issue for him. He's obviously really talented. The questions, though, I mean, there are so many of them, even as good as he is. It'll be interesting to see how he handles all this stuff. He's clearly a very good horse. There's a lot working against him here.
5-2 morning line favorite for the European superstar City of Troy. Fierceness is 3-1 on the line. We know Fierceness. He won last year's Breeders' Cup Juvenile en route to becoming the 2-year-old champion. He won the Travers in his most recent start, and I think Todd Pletcher and Johnny Velasquez very comfortable with post position 9.
Yeah, I don't think the post positions matter that much in races like this, but I'm going to call Fierceness one of the winners of this post position draw. Being outside is perfect for this horse. He really likes to get himself into an early rhythm. He's going to be able to do that from post number 9, and I will just see how he handles a much faster pace than he's been having to deal with so far this year as a 3-year-old.
Curious as to your opinion on Forever Young's post position. The Japanese phenom drew the rail. Now, in his most recent prep in Japan, going a right-handed course, he broke from the rail. He broke fine. He settled into a good position just off the pace. You got to think the pace is going to be a lot faster this time, however. Remember, they were saying before the Derby, this horse hates kickback.
Listen, he dealt with a pretty fast pace, though, in the Derby, and he ran really well in that race. We'll see how much he's improved, Dan, since they've gone back home with him. They got a prep into him. They shipped over, obviously, pointing for this race. Generally speaking, 2-turn route races, I love the inside post. I'm not sure how much it matters here. It's a very, very long run to the first turn.
Conversely, Sierra Leone has post position 11. It's been close but no cigar most of the year for the Chad Brown trained Sierra Leone. He was so close in the Kentucky Derby and then near misses in several other races. A third in the Travers in his most recent start. I don't think post position really matters much for Sierra Leone because I think the plan for Chad Brown and Flavien Pat is you're just going to let him get away, hope for a pace, hope for a trip.
Yeah, try to find a spot somewhere off the pace. They're not going to try to go forward with this horse. So I'm with you. I don't think the post matters that much. Trips, however, are very important to this horse. He's going to need a little pace. He's going to need a clean run into it. I think he's good enough to win, Dan. We'll see if he can finally get it done.
Poor Next drew 14, and I'm not sure that's a great post position, although we were joking as the post position draw was being announced, and Next, one of the first post positions to be announced, was 14. We were thinking, well, maybe 1.25 miles is too short for him anyway.
Yeah, listen, having to carry ground in this race probably isn't going to affect this horse. He wants to run all day long. Obviously, a very, very significant class test for him, but it's going to be interesting to see what he does. He's a very good horse.
Arthur's Ride might very well be the speed of this race if City of Troy doesn't break with that speed that we've seen overseas on turf, and if Fierceness has decided to kind of sit in these rating tactics that we've seen recently. Arthur's Ride is brilliantly fast from post 12. Junior Alvarado is sending. He'd love to get to the rail heading into the first turn.
I'm going to say post 12 is not an issue for this horse. It's just going to allow them to come out of there running. Again, it's a very long run to the first turn. I think they want to be on the lead anyway. So being, drawn outside is no factor of this horse. He's going to come out of the gate with a full head of steam and try to clear.
Ushba Tesoro is 12-1 on the morning line. He drew post position 7. Another situation, though, where post really isn't an issue. This guy's got no speed. He'll be near the back of the pack, if not outright last after the opening quarter mile, and it's all about whether he likes this track. It's a speed-friendly track sometimes. We'll see.
Yeah, we're going to have to. He's, like several others, they're going to have to hope that we're not a speed-favoring track on Saturday. He just needs the right kind of a trip, which he didn't get in the Classic last year. He actually ran pretty well. Some
of the other sort of long shots in here: Newgate from 13, Highland Falls from 2, Tapit Trice from 10. Tapit Trice, the break is key for him because a lot of times he's his own worst enemy.
Yeah, he's another horse. He's hard to get a handle on. He can be his own worst enemy. He ran so well in some of the longer races last year as a 3-year-old, Dan, that I don't really think distance is an issue for him. But the more I look at him, the more I'm starting to think maybe a little shorter is better for him.
I will say that I like post 2 for Highland
Me
Falls
too.
because I think he has the speed to break very well, tuck in behind the leaders, and he might be sitting 3rd or 4th while saving all the ground. This guy might be coming into his own. They've always liked him, but his last race was a breakout performance.
Just seems like he's going good right now. He's going to get the right kind of trip in this race. The 1.25 miles, no issue for him. He's probably still under the radar a little bit. There's a lot to like there.
14 of the best horses in the world getting set to compete in the Grade 1 $7 million Classic. It'll be right here at beautiful Del Mar on Saturday afternoon. City of Troy from Europe, the 5-2 morning line favorite. Can he handle dirt? We'll find out. Will Forever Young be bothered by the inside post? We'll find out, and we'll find out if Fierceness can win a Breeders' Cup race for the 2nd consecutive year.
Hey friends, you look like you're in need of a winner. If you enjoyed the great content right here, just click and subscribe right here and enjoy the great DRF.com Race of the Days, the phenomenal stakes previews, and so much more. Many of that content featuring me and my exceptional selections. Trust me, you won't regret it.